2022, boys. How are we feeling?
Pumped.
I'm excited. It's raw excitement over here. We haven't really got into the swing of things yet, but
well rested, I think, though.
Oh yeah. The motivation was extreme this afternoon. I was like, "Fucking go to bed, go to bed." It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it bedtime yet,
mate? I set an alarm. It was like I got to go by just after 7, Trace, and set an alarm at like 5:02 just to sneak you out early.
But also so that she can hear that there's an alarm going off and there's something you need to go to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tricks.
Pre-warning is a very good tactic. It was. Getting out on time. Yeah. So there was a lot of pre-warning, but I just needed to make sure it was bedtime. There was adjusted books, and I was just like, if I don't get out of here.
Sometimes they forget.
We're late.
How do we think we're going to go this year? You know, it was bub number 2 on the way. It's 10 weeks away.
Yeah, 10 weeks. Yeah. I don't know.
You may have a few, texts saying, sorry, boys, can't make the pod tonight.
I reckon you guys might be doing some call-ins.
What are we going to call those, Cam? I reckon in the next 12 weeks when we have a Davey Bale.
Yeah.
Sorry, crew. Tonight we've got a Davey Bale. It's just me and Cam. Anyway, so we left the pod at episode 23, and we had a great chat to Matt from PLC, or the ex-PLC owner. But yeah, since then, geez, holiday, Christmas, New Year, a whole month.
Yeah.
So we had like 6-7 weeks off.
Yeah, but we had our what our listeners don't know is we had our planning day and we had our separate barbecue as well for Australia Day. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, good. So what else did we get up to?
We listened to the Wiggles get number 1 with Elephant. Very exciting.
What a great day.
Me and Dave showed our excitement a bit too much on the socials.
I did notice that. I got home. You guys posting like 20 videos.
And Cam's like super embarrassed. He's like the embarrassed mum text.
There was a bit of jealousy there though too. Like Cam's like, fuck.
We'd also had about 6 more cans after
exactly.
that.
Yeah, Paul Cam's just driven home for 25 minutes. It's like 2 kids in the car. We've just sunk another 4 beers.
I thought Nick will go home soon, like 3-4 hours later.
I believe there was some nighttime trampoline jumping.
Yeah, there was. And the only thing that I needed to stay was Dave telling me that there was still 4 of my beers in the esky. I was like, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, go on.
There was still a sort of fridge inside full of mine that I was happy to continue to kick on. You just forgot, mate.
Kick-ons. Well, I got a few things achieved over the holidays, apart from the usual Christmas and New Year's shenanigans. New Year's, we don't kick on as much these days. I don't know about you guys, but it was just another day for me. I think, well, I was on night shift, so it didn't matter. But, I put a Vuli trampoline together. So if anyone's got a Vuli trampoline, Dave, you know the struggles of using the spring tool.
Oh, did it take you a while to figure it out?
I had to Google it and YouTube it.
Okay.
I couldn't figure it out.
So maybe mine's different. I don't have the Vuli or whatever it is. So I've got Jump Flex. But yeah, I like just that. Put it in, pull, and you're like, oh, crap. The last thing you want, especially after a few cans, because you've been doing it for 2 hours, then you're like, if this flicks back and gets me, it's going to be worse than when we're kids getting caught in the spring.
2 points on that. So I was staying dry that day thinking, I'll have a couple of beers at night time. And by probably the half an hour mark, wife had bought me 2 beers out to drink. Ooh. Then I was almost finished the spring tool. And what you just said happened, and I copped one's fair in the Gulhoolies, and it was not pretty. There was a lot of swear words and a lot of apologies for swear words to the kids. But
did you have to not show it to the kids? You know, was it a present from Santa? Or?
Nah, ours was from the grandparents.
Right.
So they said no, it's friggin' holidays and it's hot, put it together, and at least they got something to do.
Yeah. See, that's awesome. Yeah, ours is a birthday present.
Okay.
The 2-year-old birthday. So, which was good. We just kept it inside and just moved it. But you saw it on that
holds us 3 pretty well.
Yeah. It also takes up all of my backyard.
Yeah. Worth it. Especially when the dad's going to have a jump on it too.
Yeah, that is true.
Another thing we got done was I made a goal, boys. I made a goal to have more adventures with the kids.
Yep.
What kind of adventures?
I don't know because I didn't do it. But we're working on it and it's going to happen. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But, the New Year's resolution was well and truly gone by the 2nd of January.
Well, hold up. Back on New Year's, did you actually see it in? Did you wait up? We did.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we managed to get it. We're at a friend's place, same.
Yeah.
All like-minded, all kids, whatever.
Yeah, good.
got her down, and we all saw midnight. But as soon as midnight, everyone was just like, "Fucking see ya!" Everyone home.
I'm gonna be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, we tried to, because wife's a teacher, we were just like, okay, we're gonna do something. Well, she was like, we're just gonna do something every day. That's it. Like, I'm booking out the whole holiday. That's it. So I couldn't plan anything. And because she feels bad because during the year she can't do it because she works Monday to Friday, you'd know, Dave, you can you're going to make the most of weekends and all that. So once it gets to holiday time, it's like, all right, let's do everything over. Yeah. So Daddy didn't get any free time.
Look, I was just going to say,
because I have breaks at work apparently.
I was going to say, Daddy, you needed some time where it was just Mummy being able to take the 3 kids out.
Yeah, bonding time.
Yep. Yeah,
that would not go down well.
Yeah, I can tell by the shake of your head it went down real well.
She was like,
"Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, I think we made it to about 11 o'clock on New Year's, which a lot of people will be like, "Why not stay up the extra hour?" That's an extra hour of sleep for me.
Kids don't know these hours or anything. It's like, I wake up, I'm up.
Yeah, they wake up at the same time.
Yeah,
hectic. Now, we were supposed to have an epic guest lined up this week. However, the night before, Dave wasn't supposed to be here because Dave got Rona. And then the night before we were supposed to record, it was just going to be me and Cam and the ex-Brisbane Raw captain, Matthew Smith. So we were extremely excited to have a chat to Matt about his story. But he sent a picture through of his positive Rona test and said, "I'm really sorry, mate, we can't record this week." So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get Matt all fit and healthy and back into it, and we can all three of us have a good chat to him. So apologies to the listeners who were expecting Matt Smith.
Well, there was a bit of anticipation and build up.
I know, we got so excited, and we put a few things out saying how excited we were, and got some great listener questions. So yeah, they're not going to be wasted. We're chatting to him in the near future. Now, one last thing I wanted to get before we get started, boys. What's one New Year's resolution you did make? No? None? That's cool.
No, I was just thinking, I always knew I was going to get Rona. I always did. And only because I'm a teacher, and I knew that once the kids came back and being enclosed, I was going to get it. Yeah. I didn't realise I was going to get it 2 weeks before school started.
Timing.
But in saying that, it probably did help, like everyone's New Year's resolution, like you always want to lose some weight and stuff of this. It helped me. I lost my appetite. I was eating like 1 meal a day, and I weighed myself the other day, which is probably not good. I wish I got it now after we started our goals. But I've cracked under the 90.
Oh,
my first time in years.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome job.
First time.
Thanks, Rona.
Dropped 5 kilos. So, thanks.
I've got to get me some Rona.
I reckon, yeah, me too. Well, on that same topic, mine was to get under 100 kegs again because I cracked the dollar, much to my disdain. But I said to myself, that's it. I'm going to go the non-Rona way and try and get under 100 kilos again. And I ended up going in a different direction. So, yeah.
Muscle, it's all muscle.
Well, we got this new segment coming up, so hopefully things change in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty similar to that. Mine's more about consistency though. So there is an eventual, and I'll get into it soon. Eventual kind of weight loss goal, but more so around just being more consistent with exercise, which has been good so far.
Yeah, nice. All right, we ready to get into it?
Let's do it,
boys. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Shit Dad Podcast.
G'day punters, welcome back to the Shit Dad Podcast, where we celebrate our big man blunders because we're all in the same boat when it comes to fatherhood. I am Nick.
G'day, Nick.
G'day. Trying something new.
It was getting too hard to say that I'm Nick and then come up with something funny or creative, so I was just like, nah, fuck it, we're dropping that.
Well,
but you feel free to.
Mine's more of a PSA. I'm Cam, father to a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. I'm currently selling a Hyundai i30 wagon.
Oh, man. That is shameless.
Oh, boys, I actually sat there at work today thinking all about this because this is my hardest part, coming up with it every week. Anyway, I got one. I said, anyway, I'm Dave, married, father of 2.5-year-old with number 2 on the way in 10 weeks or so.
You're number 2 on the way?
Number 2, 10 weeks away.
A number 2.
A number 2. No, that's about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
No, anyway, wife's in the nesting stage again. And I have every spare moment covered in paint and patching holes and baby rooms. And I'm like, we've set this up already. This looks good.
Yeah, we don't have to change it.
All coming down. And my handyman skills are fucking terrible. So, yeah, I'm hating this nesting period. I liked the first one. It was perfect. This one, no.
Nesting.
Hurry up, baby.
I've done this already.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure this same shelf's going to go up in the same spot on this wall that I just patched.
And, well, I'm Nick. I'm going to go again then. I'm Nick, married, father of 3, 2, 4 and 6-year-old. And if you were wondering, it's not a good idea to leave your kids out the back in case they climb up on the roof, which you'll find out about later. Nice.
That was the best photo. That was the best photo I got all holidays. All right, let's kick 2022 off with some supersized shitdaddery, boys. I think we've got plenty in stock and plenty to come. So let's start with supersized dad jokes. Who's
Nice.
up first?
I'll go.
Ooh.
A sandwich walks into a bar. The barman says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here."
Yuck.
Wait for it. This one's better. I reckon.
Okay, cool.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto.
Oh, we've got Italian.
Boppity boopy.
Oh, no. Ciao.
All right, Nick, you're up.
All right,
You're up.
sweet as. A bossy man walks into a bar. He orders everyone around.
Nice.
What did the gingerbread man wear jeans?
Why?
He had crummy legs.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Right.
Let's leave some of those behind us.
And welcome to 2022.
That's it. All right, guys. We've had a great break, as we mentioned up front. So over late December and Jan, we're able to kind of take a step back and have a bit of a think about what we want to do. With the pod in 2022, got to spend some time together with our families, which was great. We're pretty pumped to bring you guys some new segments and discussion points as well. Hopefully get some good guest chats and weave in a bit of expert advice as well, because let's be honest, most of the advice we give you is pretty rubbish.
Personal experiences and, yes, rubbish.
So first thing we want to be focusing on is some monthly topics. And it's probably no surprise that this month it's going to be Wellness Month. Start of the year aiming to, as mentioned up front, get off to some healthy habits and some consistency. So over the course of each month, we'll focus on a different aspect of dad life in particular. So really excited to kind of have those different topics roll out each month. If there's anything you're very interested in for those topics, let us know. Send an email through to shitdadpod@gmail.com or hit us up on Instagram @shitdadpod. So as mentioned, we're going to be focusing on wellness, and we're bringing you a new segment called Smashing Goals with Smashing Fibers. So many shit dads out there at the moment, you may have already given up that New Year's resolution. So let's make a bit of a commitment to smashing goals alongside with smashing fibers. Use that code 2022 at checkout and receive a free tank with any Showits purchase.
I'm actually wearing my Smashing Fibers Showits, and these are probably the best Showits. I'm not even lying, just because Smashing Fibers they are the best shorts I've ever worn.
They look good too.
They're like training shorts / daily shorts / jumping in the shower shorts. They're literally for everything.
Multi-purpose, perfect for dads.
Yeah.
So get on them. Get on them, lads.
Haven't tried
Get
the
on 'em.
tank yet because I'm not a tank guy, but the shorts are definitely worth the money.
Now, as a part of this Smashing Goals with Smashing Fibers segment, we're going to try and be sharing a bit of the results we've had over our own fitness journeys. Helps us to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable as well with the old dad bod, and hopefully inspire you guys to do some of the same. So me personally, the way that I'm kind of setting myself up for success with my goals at the start of the year, I've completed my home gym finally.
Cool.
So I've had little bits and bobs for a while, but managed to pick up a pull-up bar, some pull-up rings. I've got a proper bench instead of a shoe rack, which
Nice.
is very good as well.
Good start.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit more comfortable as well. So
Cool.
I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Awesome.
I also went to Kmart and got myself a set of Bluetooth scales.
Oh,
It costs
good.
$30, but it connects to your phone, and No, it's probably not that accurate, but it tells you things like body fat percentage and, and hydration and things like that.
Helps you track it. Like there's a little app you get to.
Yeah, and it's got an app, and literally you can just see week by week, and you got graphs, and hopefully you see some of those bar lines going down.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the homebrew setup?
At the moment, it's on ice, not as in it's not in the fridge, so it's in the cupboard. And the best thing that I've been able to do is either give it away, and you guys received some.
Yep, they were
over the
tasty.
break.
Tasty drop.
Or just don't put it in the fridge. If it's not cold, you don't drink it. So that's
100%.
kind of what I've been doing at the moment.
Very good. And what's your measurable Smashing Fibers goal, Cam?
So aiming to lose 10 kilos by the end of June. So giving myself a realistic time frame,
Yep.
but like a pretty decent amount of weight, but something that I'm going to be able to chip away at over each month.
Very good.
10's a good number, mate.
It's surprising how easy it stacks on, especially over Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Beers and barbecues.
It's daily beers and barbecues, you know, because it's summer, you know, like that's a go-to.
Yeah.
I love it, mate.
So, look out for some pics on our socials, and I'm going to be updating everyone each week with some of the progress.
You'll also notice on our socials that they've become significantly better now that Cam has taken over. I've been winging it for the last 6 months, but Cam, the professional advertiser, has taken over, and he is phenomenal with it. So you'll notice a severe difference. Is severe the word? Yeah.
Yeah, well, a good severe.
Extreme difference. Now, I'm not one for making goals because I just make weak, piss easy goals, and I end up just frothing and
You're all
going
about
away
those
from it.
endorphins. Oh, yes, I got that goal.
Love, yeah, exactly. Love the dwarfs.
Yeah, off it goes.
So what I'm going to do is I need the help of my friends. So I'm giving you guys to the end of this episode to come up with a goal for me,
Okay.
and you make it out as outlandish as you want. I'll do it. Just know that I'm made of glass and I'm always injured. So I need something that I can substitute.
Yeah.
If it's exercise based, that's fine, but I need something that I can substitute to make sure I reach that goal. Do it, boys!
All right.
Yeah. Right, I've got my little brains just ticking a little bit at
That's
the
cool.
moment.
All right, what's yours, Dave?
No. Well, mine, similar to Cam's, it's just, yeah, obviously I want to lose some weight. We spoke about it before the show. I had different reasons for losing weight. Before I got Rona, I had my 4 wisdom teeth out in the, totally asleep.
There's 2 kilos gone.
Mate, it knocked me around. And again, couldn't eat. So I was eating like 1 yogurt a day. So dropping that weight, fairly easy. I fluctuate quite easy. It's just, I think I want to maintain twice a week. 2 sessions a week, apart from the regular walks with Isla, whatever, with the missus. I want 2 sessions a week, whether they're hits or I actually go for a run and actually get out. So that's my goal. No more excuses of, it's too hot, or nah, I'm too tired or whatever. No, I'm not too much about the weight or whatever. It's just I want those. I want to see the 2 ticks.
So 2 a week for how many months?
2 a week for as long as I can.
When's our check-in date?
Well, how about when Bub?
Yep, done.
10 weeks.
Because
So
I think
10 weeks, we need 20 ticks by the time Bub comes.
Yep.
I would be wanting to get
Quick
out
maths.
more probably when Bub comes, But that's like I found when I did have Bub, it was every morning like I'd do that early shift and I'd go for a walk.
Yeah.
And I realised by the time I do it, yes, I'd stop off at the cafe, get a coffee, but I'd be gone for 45 minutes, an hour, and that's another hour for the missus at home to sleep. Probably different now, I've got 2. But, 10 weeks, I want 20 ticks.
Done.
Nice, yeah.
Let's do it.
And I think the main thing is it's realistic.
Yeah.
If you said I'm going to do 5 sessions a week, it's just
No, you
from
guys-
0 to 100.
Yeah.
You guys know me. It'd be maybe 5 sessions in those 10 weeks.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, that's measurable. We love that. Well, keep up with us. Send us in your own smashing goals with Smashing Fibers to Instagram at shitdadpod or our Facebook account, SHT Dad Podcast, Shit Dad Podcast without the I, because Zuckerberg's a bitch and doesn't like swear words. So, so send us in your smashing goals with Smashing Fibers and we'll keep you accountable as well. Now, let's kick on now. So this holiday in fatherhood, we've all got a little bit of something to talk about, but I want to kick it off with how ineffective, sorry to any mums that listen, yes, that's my disclaimer, sorry, okay, we're going to talk about it anyway. How ineffective is mum voice? You know how we're talking about how dad voice and we growl and like show some neck muscles and a couple of veins in the forehead? You don't even have to talk loud. You just have to You have to look scary. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
But when mums do it, it just doesn't make the same effect. Like when my wife does it, she starts laughing because it's like she's trying to be serious, but she's not that serious. And then she's like, she'll try and do a voice and a face that isn't hers, and then think it's hilarious and start laughing. And it's not effective. Mum voice is not effective.
I feel like guys' voice goes down and gets women's voice goes.
That high pitch.
They sound hysterical. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I said that, but it's true, and I don't think it's as effective as dad voice.
I get it, but tell her instead of using the mum voice, tell her to use a teacher voice.
Oh,
Is that you're
I've actually
being
heard
a
her
teacher.
teacher voice. It's hectic.
Yeah, like I try not to use mine outside the classroom. I would just try to really quietly spoke, but as soon as I'm in the classroom, it's just like, nah, to the point, whatever. I laughed at that comment because at home at the moment, no, my 2.5-year-old's full of attitude, and she just laughs at me. Doesn't matter to me. It's all mum. It has to be the mum voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's just going through the stage. So that's why I laughed. I'm like,
So this is personal experience then?
yeah, and I'm like,
They don't listen to her at all.
me, it's just like, I'm not listening to you, mate.
Yeah.
Off we go. Next minute, you hear in the background, the missus going, oh, yep, sorry,
Wow.
daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
wife tried mum voice the other day, but scared my daughter and made her cry. I was like, oh no, you got to be authoritative, but you don't want to make them cry.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more the teacher voice.
Yeah. She did the teacher voice.
See, I saw something on another mum's podcast, and they do mum rage. They were speaking about mum rage, and I thought about dad rage, and it's a real thing. Like, we try to stay calm, and for this exact reason, it's because wife says you come across as scary, not like, and you have in your own head, you got no intention of like hurting your kid or like doing anything, and you literally just want to look and sound intimidating just so they do as they're told. That's my experience anyway. And you don't, not even yelling. You don't, like I said, you don't even have to yell, but it's not rage.
Yeah.
They see it as rage, but it's not rage. So anyway, I just want to get your 2 cents on that, boys.
I think sometimes you need to whip out that scariness. Like if your kid's about to run across the road, you need to teach them a lesson and what not to do.
Yeah.
You can pretty effectively do that, I think, by getting pretty serious pretty quick. So some of that dad rage can be effective. Yeah.
So we do explode at our kids, like, well, allegedly. It's not like that's it. It's dad rage, but it's not rage.
Yeah.
There's no anger or real, like when I say no anger, there's probably sometimes we're probably pissed off and annoyed or tired or whatever it is. And yeah, there's probably that little outburst, but it's not that I'm deliberately forcing my anger or taking it out on you. It's just that snap.
I've got the perfect analogy for that, Dave. It's the iceberg analogy.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the level of the water, and then you've got the small iceberg on top, and it's like kid spills a glass of milk or water, and you've dad raged it. You've gone, oh, for Christ's sake, just watch what you're doing, and like just something like that. And then underneath the water is the rest of the iceberg, and it's about 10 times as big. And the rest of the iceberg is you've had a shit day at work. You've injured yourself, so you can't train and do what you want to do. You haven't been out with the boys for 4 months, and you think, geez, like I can't do this week. And like there's about 10 things in the back of your mind without you even noticing, and it's and that's affected you, and you've sort of pushed it all down so you can be that dad figure and the husband figure, and then something small like that happens and your glass fills up and you go, boom, that's it, dad rage. But
do you think it gets easier as your kids get older and you're just kind of more used to dealing with those things?
It's a different thing though, isn't it too? Like, as I said, I've only experienced one. You guys have got them, multiple. But as she's gotten older, it's changed. When it was younger, it was different things, and I think it was easier to. Now, as everyone knows, mobile, like they get the mobility changes the game. Then they start talking, and then they get to their little temper tantrums too. And I think it changes, and I think we go through those roller coasters with our kids as they're dealing with their rages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We're dealing with our rages, or as as the mums would say. Yeah. So. Let's just jump in to the next one, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We've spoken about it. Yeah, I had the Rona. It was, good weight loss for me. But I had plenty of time by myself. Quick little background of the story. With wife being pregnant, once I got that positive, we looked at each other and said, I've got to get out of the house.
What did you get up to while you were doing that?
Mate, a lot of sleeping. Oh.
Did you go nuts? Was it a bit like...
Mate, it was tough because I was putting so many people out at the time, and I didn't really care about me. I cared about the missus with a 2.5-year-old at home, plus someone who's also 30 weeks pregnant. Like, please don't get sick. So I called my brother, who's been on the show. We've all met Chris, and I said, mate, I need your house. Can you go live somewhere else for a week? And he just dropped the hat, said, yeah, mate, no dramas.
Yeah,
See you in
nice.
half an hour,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I'll give you the keys. Mate, guys, it was tough. Tough 3 days. When I say tough, like I didn't do anything. And I think that was where I felt lethargic because I literally was going from the bed to the couch, whatever. It was tough. You don't realise how much your normality of having the missus and the kid there, it actually helps keep you sane.
routine?
It was lucky tennis was on because it was like that was between tennis and the cooking channel. That's all it was. I was like, literally, and brothers had no internet, no Voxel.
Far out.
It was that. I had a little stock of a bit of Jamo and a couple of beers. I had like one coffee in like the 4 days that I was there. And then finally Mrs. called me. She said, all right, mate, I've been feeling sick. I've got tested. I've got to come home.
Yeah, okay.
So then we went back to a little bit of normality, which was good. But we chucked it out there on Insta and our socials and stuff. You know, how did you cope with COVID? You know, so...
Coping with COVID.
Coping with COVID. So a couple ones, as I said, it's more so with kids.
Yeah.
Being stuck inside. They don't understand.
Yeah.
Let's go for our walk. Let's go to the park. No, we're not allowed to. We're doing the right thing.
They think you're just being boring.
Exactly. You know, and we've seen a big change in Isla. Like as a bit of a bit more of a homebody. Like not even wanting to go outside. Like, hey, let's go do bubbles or whatever. No, just stay inside. And it's like, okay, I suppose 10 days, you know, or she did about 9 days. But like, I guess, what do you do? Like, it's like
We
back to
actually-
the camping one.
We actually got some crackers from some listeners.
we
So
did, yeah.
Sarah is one of our listening mums, and she said BWS delivery. That's how we cope with a 1 and 3 year old for the week.
Yep.
Oh,
Fair enough.
well, and jump on that too. Of Jimmy Brings too. You know, like
Oh,
BWS
Jimmy.
Brings. Yep.
Yeah, good. Corey, our mate of the show, said lots of colouring, backyard fun, tried to limit screen time. What are you doing? As much as possible.
Screen
there's,
time was good.
there's some ISO
But
hacks.
quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet time. Like you needed it.
Everyone needs quiet time. I don't understand
was-
what too much screen time. Like if it's a couple of hours in the middle of the day, geez, come on. Everyone
We're
needs
not
a bit
talking
of that.
about, hey, wake up 6:30, whatever. It's on until they go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got a another one from ex host, not host, well, ex guest. That's the word. Nick. So he said, I was in isolation by myself for 14 days in the middle of 2021. It left a lot of mental health scars. I cannot imagine it.
Yeah.
I was fucked. 14 days, come on. And who did we get this one? From Lee. Listener Lee said, Seasons of Afterlife got him through, which I might have to say is an awesome show.
Is that the Ricky Gervais?
Ricky
one?
G, yeah.
Need to go.
Very
everyone
funny.
talks. Yeah, everyone recently. have been
Dark
telling
but
me about
funny, you know.
it. Yeah.
His type of humour.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's a couple of ideas for our listeners out there. If you do get the Rona, like a few of us are, and we probably will see, in that normality. But you know, so with the kids, keep them busy as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And as I said, Jimmy Brings and BWS Delivery
Nice.
always help. Always help.
We were quite thankful over the break to be able to go down to New South Wales and see family.
Nice.
So I think the last time we saw my wife's parents probably maybe 4 months before that. So and they're really great. They're hands on. So that was a little bit tough. So when we were down there, we stayed a couple of weeks down there. It was great because we were able to finally go on some dates, went on breakfast dates, went to the movies. We just said, all right, here you go.
Oh,
Catch up on some
palmed
lost
them off.
time with the kids.
Yeah, good.
And they were like all for it. So that was really, really great.
So lean on family.
yeah.
Secrets.
And my I'll post some photos on socials as well. Father-in-law has a ride-on mower, and he has this big like tractor trailer thing on the back, and he just, every day would throw the kids in the back and just take them on joy rides around, take them up to the neighbour's house, and then my mother-in-law ended up in the back of it after a few champagnes as well. So
I'm surprised we didn't see a couple of videos of you riding around in the back with your six pack there.
I was sensible, but I've got a video of the mother-in-law. So
Carnage.
Oh, that's unreal.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then the other thing that happened this holiday in fatherhood for us was, as I alluded to up top, we got the new car. So got the new RAV4. Very, very excited about it. You guys have seen it?
He's throwing in another little advertisement for his car.
Yeah, so once again, if you need a Hyundai i30 wagon, great car, just don't need two, come and hit me up, give you a good price.
New cars all around. How good.
That's unreal. All right, I've got another one in on the holidays. So trying to get Isla off, those smaller bikes, the indoor ones, and onto an outdoor one, and got one from from Nanny and Poppy, and it's a trike kind of thing, but a pedal, just to get her into pedaling. So it was good. We would have seen this on the socials, like we don't get far, and it's just like, nah, I'm done. Push me. And I'm not bending over to push. So we came up with a hack of tying the rope to the front of it and tying it around my waist and go get my coffee and walk home.
Smart. Real smart. All right, let's punch along now, guys, with a bit of dad stuff. So we'll kick it off with Cam and his dad stuff.
Just wanted to call out something. So, I'm sure a lot of listeners have their own barbecues and are right into being their own barbecue boss. Keen to hear what some of your habits are or little hacks with the barbecue. I just wanted to call out a couple of things that may be controversial. How often do you guys clean your barbecue? Are you clean freaks? Do you do it after every time? Do you never do it? I'm just interested.
I leave the gunk on there and then clean it before using it.
I
think that's backwards.
like a scrape. I'll
give it a good scrape and a wire brush before using it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the same. Or maybe a quick one after while it's still warm. Just we're talking quick.
Yeah.
Because then you walk the food
I've seen you
inside.
clean a barbecue. It's pretty quick.
It is. It is. But you've seen me. You've seen my barbecue.
I've seen yours. I'm anal about cleaning barbecue though. So afterwards, I'll turn it on for a while. I'll get my special barbecue wipes, get all my little cleaning utensils, and clean it all out. And then the thing that irks me is when anyone uses it or borrows it and they don't clean it. I just get so upset.
Do you wash between your toes every night?
No.
Okay, I thought that's the type of anal you do. Yeah, okay, no, that's all right.
No, for me, I don't know what it is. It's just about my pride and joy, and yeah.
I get that early on. Like you saw the Barbie with the hood, the big Weber that I've got. So not the Q, but the Spirit. Early on, I was very much like, the wipes, keeping it good. And then the more you cook on it, and then you realise, and you're like, nah. And then you get lazy, and you're like, every holidays, I'm like, I've got to clean that. I really do. And then I look at it, and I'm like, oh, no.
It'll burn off.
Yeah.
It'll burn off.
I've had no fat fire, so it's good. Been good for a couple of years, boys.
Yeah, fair enough. My old barbecue used to get rat pellets on it because it'd just they'd climb up through it, and I've had to get rid because that'll burn off.
There's some squeaks when you turn it on.
Now my exactly. Now my little barbecue boss trick is literally I just give the tongs 2 clicks before I start barbecuing.
Or a bit
Have
of
to
a tap on the lid or the handle.
That's for the scraper.
Oh, you just scrape.
Yeah.
Tap,
and
tap.
The tongs get a, and then if I'm using the scraper, I give it a little tap on the side of the barbie to get all the rat pellets off, and all the shit off.
Get rid of all the insects.
Yeah, that's your little OCD thing.
Yeah. 2 clicks.
Mate, I'm normally a take over the Barbie. No matter where I go.
Big dog.
Normally.
Oh, so you go to a mate's house and
I'm there, I'll sit there normally, back seat, next minute. Before they even know it, my good mates know, they just hand me the tongs.
No Davy bales on the barbecue.
No. But yeah, so it was big for me the other day. When you guys came over for the Barbie and I just took that back seat and you cooked the snags and I was just like, I was sitting there a couple of times. No. I was sitting there. I was like, it's like me battling my OCD, just like, you're going to win this, Dave. You're going to win this.
I did actually see him take the tongs and lift the lid up and flip a few sausages. Yeah, well, you got to rotate a couple.
I actually had to. There was a couple of charcoal ones.
Here we go. Righto.
Another little one I wanted to share, bit of dad stuff. I don't know if we've spoken about these before. The air fryer. Very, very handy tip, especially handy tool, especially when you've got children. Very quick, and you can put pretty much anything in there.
Just chips and wedges and chicken tenders at my house.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of chips and fish fingers and nuggets for the kids.
Yep.
But if you've ever tried doing any kind of cauliflower or broccoli in there, comes up a treat too.
Ooh.
So just what? Boom. Just straight in.
Usually I'll put a bit of probably not these days, but garlic salt or something a bit of flavour.
Yep.
Some seasoning or whatever. Chuck it on. Yeah.
Just give it a little. Oh, geez, give it a little air.
How often do you wash it?
Every time, after every use.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Cleans his barbecue every time. Of course, he cleans his air fryer every time.
Well, look, I clean the air fryer every time too.
I don't. Probably every 3 times maybe.
Look,
Mrs. hates it.
I did a roast.
Ooh.
Roast pork in there.
Yeah.
Best crackle I've had. Like I'm talking, beat the barbie out back, everything like that. Yep, just popped it in, and off I went.
How long for?
What was it? I think 15 minutes up high.
Yeah.
I think it was crackled down and then turned it up again for another 10, 15, and then 30 on after.
Yeah, yeah.
I did it simple, just got the boneless roll, but with the crackle. I was just like, why have I not done this? Why do I only cook gems and fish fingers and chicken tenders in here?
That's it.
Good hack.
It was the best.
Nice.
Yep.
My wife was saying a lot of her mummy podcasts were going absolutely nuts because Kmart is now selling a double size, twin fryer, so you can do your potatoes and your roast at the same time.
Our new oven came with an air fryer in it.
Did it?
Yeah, but it's like only right at the top, so you can only really do chips in it or wedges, which is still handy because then you definitely don't have to wash it every time.
Yeah. No, that is good.
Just quietly.
I saw that Kmart one, the double. I went to the missus like, keep an eye for this one, please.
Where would you put it though? It's enormous. It's like
Just back
giant
on.
appliance.
Well, I don't keep. When I say I don't, we don't. I'll say, Mrs. doesn't. We don't have too many appliances on the bench, so they're all in now, like the cupboard.
Yeah.
So what it'll be just
Kitchen
replace
was
that one.
immaculately clean, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You have a nice kitchen.
Yeah, well, mate, you know the Mac is saying, clean as you go.
I say that to my wife at home.
So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out on that one.
You know why it's so clean? Because he just like his Jimmy Brings, he only eats Uber Eats. Doesn't actually cook.
That is incorrect.
Now let's do it. What else have we got? I got one from you, Dave. That I was like, we have to talk about this because I saw something filthy the other day. Filthy.
All right. When you say filthy, which one are we talking about here?
Sausage rolls.
Sausage roll. Well, we did actually discuss
rolls.
Sausage rolls.
the sausage rolls.
You guys have written.
Sauce.
Okay. All right. So we'll chuck it out there too. So hit us up on our socials. How are you teaching your kids to eat sausage rolls with the sauce packets?
Like a fucking human. You put it on the paper, like the bag it comes in, on the table, and then you squeeze the sauce along the edge, like along the top of the sausage roll.
You're
like a normal fucking person.
Okay, so you're an all-in-one.
Yes.
Yeah, you're an all-in-one.
How do you eat it, Dave?
I just don't fucking buy the sauce. I just eat it without the sauce.
You fucking tight ass.
30 cents. Fuck off.
Fucking.
Used to be able to get a cone and a fucking flake for that much. This is ridiculous.
I never fucking paid for Macca's when I worked there. What are you talking about? You probably didn't when you came in either.
How do you, Cam? How do you eat a sausage roll?
You're going to hate this.
Oh, not bite by bite.
Bite by bite.
You fucking animal.
So you say mine's
This
an
is
animal.
what I saw, and I was infuriated.
That is the best kind of sauce to soso ratio.
No, it's fucking weird because like the first 2 bites you get a perfect amount of sauce and it's like it tastes really, really good. And then by the last 2 bites you're like, where the fuck's me sauce gone? Cam, no. Sort your shit out.
No, you got to be controlled.
No. Can't do it. You can't ration a sauce sachet. You don't know how much is in there. No, fuck that.
And you're certainly not going to buy 2, are you?
No, fuck. That's bullshit.
You're not going to buy one. Fuck that. That's actually
you pay enough for sausage rolls these days. Don't get me started on sausage rolls these days. Bullshit.
Oh, there's nothing worse than you bite into a sausage roll you've been fanging for and it has no flavour.
You know what? Yeah.
And then you need that sauce.
Exactly. Now, something else that's really been grinding my gears lately. I hate to be that guy, but fucking toilet paper. Don't get me started on the none being on the shelf. I don't care about that. It is what it is. There's some greedy pricks around who just want to hoard toilet paper. Whatever. Do your thing. What annoys me is how much my fucking family uses. So now I have to go out and buy it every 10 minutes.
Are they?
They're scrunchers. Who is a scruncher and what are you thinking?
How do you?
Tell me you're not a scruncher too.
No,
Oh, thank God.
I'm a clean barbecue guy. I'm a fold.
You've got to fold.
I'm trying to teach my daughter to fold, and she's like, "No, I scrunch."
Yeah, like if your family of 4 or 5 folds, you're going through half as much toilet paper, guaranteed.
Yeah.
I just don't get.
I'm sick with it.
I just don't get the
How do you
scrunching.
teach a kid to fold?
Oh, she was doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Well, because I would sit there
It's like
and I would
wiping your ass with your hand. Put it on your hand.
get in it, and it was like, and then put it on your leg and just fold it over. There you go, like that. Use it like a square. She's like, oh, okay. And then 7 days away in isolation turns everything around.
It's a bit of a game for them. They're just like, how much of this roll can I pull off right
Literally.
Yeah. Oh,
I've got a really noisy roll. I installed it, so it's terrible. And it's like, it's really noisy, so you can hear every square that's being pulled off. It's like, vroom, 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 from the next room. So I'm sitting there going, oh my fucking God, stop using so
you
much
banging
fucking
on the
toilet paper. Yeah.
I can hear that.
How many fucking squares do you need?
It's just your missus.
All right, I'll leave it at that. It's getting me cross. All right, I'm going to get some dad rage soon. Does anyone else have anything else on toilet paper usage?
No. Obviously with the shortages, you're a bit more aware of it all. I don't know about you guys.
That's what's annoying.
I went and bought nappies the other day, and normally I don't do the grocery shopping, and I was like, sorry, what? How much are nappies? I knew they were expensive, but
They're pretty expensive.
I was like, holy shit, this is insane.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to be as tight ass with the nappies as I am with the toilet paper.
I am Google the 4 shops for the nappies before I go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I check like
It's
just see what's on special because
Yeah.
like if I go to North Lakes, they're all there.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm not walking awful. I'm not walking. Like, I mean, I'm using logic here. I'm going to Google before I walk, and that's what, mate. If I can get that $5 off, you know what I mean? That's that other coffee for me. But they are ridiculous.
Insane, yeah.
And what's making it worse now too?
You're saving so much money on sauce fucking sachets. You should be able to get a roll of fucking...
How many sausage rolls do you
What do you
think
need
I eat,
specials
mate?
on nappies for? Jesus.
My bakery go-to is a banh mi.
Oh,
God's
nice.
sake.
yeah, so you don't need the sauce.
Oh man, this is colourful. You guys are seeing the real side of me now.
I think we've might have lost even more listeners.
Okay, how many people have we not offended tonight?
Yeah.
All right. It's
Folders, sausage roll eaters.
So we've introduced a new little theme called Pub Chats. So recently Nick went out with Ben, who you may remember from our Distance Dad episode, and the two of them just had a bit of a chat. And excuse the loud food court kind of background
It's raw.
sounds.
It's raw.
It's all very raw and
Raw
real.
footage.
But the guys had a bit of a chat around wellness. So have a listen.
I'm sitting here with Benny, the Distance Dad, and we were talking about going to the gym this morning, but it obviously went sideways and we decided to get multiple coffees instead. I do want to talk to you, mate, about procrastination, because we've both experienced it in different levels, but I'm going through a stage now where I just can't be bothered at all. What do you reckon?
Yeah, look, totally agree. I'm currently in the midst of a 48-hour procrastination cycle. Last night, I started running this week, so did 2 really good runs, really motivated, and then I've hit the lull, and I was meant to go for a run last night, and my wife said, "Oh, do you want to come to the shops?" And I went, "Of course I do."
Yeah.
Got to the shops, then on the way, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just run home from the shops." But then at the shops, I convinced myself that was a bad idea, and I didn't, and I just kept coming up with as many excuses as possible. I didn't have my earpods, I've got my phone, I've got nowhere to put my phone, everything like that. And then I told myself, oh no, I'll just I'll go for a run in the morning at 4:30.
Yeah.
I'll set an alarm, slept through the alarm, slept through the alarm, got up and I said, oh, I'm going to coffee with Nick.
Yeah.
And here we are, Nick.
Yeah. All right, fair play. I do the exact same thing, except I don't even tell myself that it's the wrong thing to do. I'm just like, yeah, no, I can't be asked.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at the moment.
I do have a little bit of guilt sometimes, but then I eat that guilt away.
Yeah. When coffee's involved, and like we are sitting there, so wife came up with a cup full of donuts before, and we have had a couple of them, but
Probably punch a tray of those into me when you go.
Guilt eat.
Yeah,
Do you sit in the car when you guilt eat, or do
and
you just,
cry.
do you want a napkin, sir?
Yeah.
Only for the tears. Love that. Yeah, I was talking to you about substituting things as well. So one other thing I've started doing is only wanting to eat, only trying to drink once a week. So I've substituted my love of alcohol. That sounds alcoholically incorrect, but
Alcoholically alcoholic.
I don't mind a beer. But yeah, once a week now, and I thought to myself, if I have a smaller dinner than last night, I can have a couple of extra beers, and that could be my first. What do you reckon? How do you substitute?
Oh, mate, I have come up with guilt-free fasting. So this is when I do the math. So they say like you're meant to have a certain amount of calories a day, right? Why not save those calories up to the end of the day and have whatever the fuck you want to eat? So that's what I do. I just, at the end of the day, I will go, I'm going to substitute eating all day, and then when I get to at the end of the day, I'm going to eat a whole lamb roast to myself. Which is what I did last night.
Wait, so you would eat a whole lamb, I reckon.
If I could catch it.
You could eat a whole lamb.
If I could catch it.
I'm not strong-willed enough for that, Benny. I get to about 10 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, well, I've fasted since like 6 o'clock last night. Yeah, that's enough, yeah.
But I honestly, now that I think about it, I substitute everything. Like I will eat, like my wife is a vegan, so she's eating all her vegan-y plastic food, and I'll never eat that. I don't want to eat that anymore, but I'll just eat like a cupcake and like
that's vegan.
Donuts. I will eat donuts all day, every day, and I just calories are calories in my book.
Yeah,
I could eat a rice dinner with lean meat and greens for the same calories as a cupcake.
When you're running a couple of 6Ks a week with a 20-kilo vest on, I'm sure it doesn't matter what you eat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, we just substituted.
Yeah, and we just talked ourselves into eating a tray of donuts each.
I'm absolutely guilt-free now.
Yeah, love it. Hey, so this month we're talking about wellness, whether it be mental, physical, or just any well-being sort of thing. So what's your advice to sort of dads fitting in wellness in part of their routine?
Look, I think the foundation of it all is always mental health.
Yeah.
That's something I'm working on at the moment now. So because of
through mouthfuls of cupcakes.
Yeah, like you can't. I can't even understand myself because the mumbling. But I'm really working at the moment on sort of clarity of mind and clearing out all the old files, I guess, from the past decade, and moving into the next chapter of my life. And the start of that has been, clearing out the negative self-talk and making sure that I'm happy with who I am.
Yeah.
And I guess that's, mental health would be the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
And that trickles into, that then cascades into everything else.
Do you feel, I wanted to ask you about this, do you feel like mental health now is sort of thrown around a bit too much?
Yeah, totally agree.
Do you feel like it's getting...
It's the new, what's the word they use? Gucci, it's the new... I don't know, latest accessory. Everyone's got a mental health issue.
Yeah. And
everyone's got, like kids, every kid's on the spectrum, or every kid's ADHD or everything like that. It's not. It's not the case. It's some people I absolutely respect that a lot of people have mental health issues. Like my wife is one of them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't use it as an excuse for not having a go.
Yeah.
I believe that until you've tried every avenue to right yourself, then you go and get a diagnosis or you get yourself checked out. But it is thrown around a lot, and it's become an excuse for people's behaviours, which is sad in a way because it dilutes the seriousness of people with actual mental health issues.
Yeah.
So
nice. Love your work, Benny. Cheers for the chat.
All good, buddy.
Right, that was our distance dad, Benny. I think that was a great chat. Hope you guys got something out of it. But yeah, I think that I must have to disagree with Benny on this one. That saving, well, a lot of dietitians would as well, I imagine. But saving up calories and swapping cupcakes and donuts shouldn't replace a healthy diet. Let's just put it out there. But it works for him sometimes. I must add that he doesn't do that every day, because we were chatting for a while and he doesn't do that every day, obviously. But yeah, so, and also one thing we did mention with the mental health, we're talking around, the overuse of, not an excuse of mental health, but I think that a lot of things now have been chalked down to, he's got mental health issues, when, like, that's what Ben was saying at the end, like, it has that person really exhausted every option and given whatever they're trying to achieve a red hot crack and like thrown everything at it before chalking issues down to mental health? You know, is that thrown around too much these days, or do you think it is more just coming out and people saying, oh shit, I've had that for years, yeah, that's what it is?
Yeah, I mean, surely there's an element of, it's never been something that has been as widely spoken about, researched, been okay to talk about as until these days.
Yeah,
I do know what you mean. I think if people are having concerns about that, the best thing is to actually go and see professionals and talk to them, like we always talk about. Yeah. So, and then you can either get diagnosed with something or you can just get pointed in the right direction. So probably a bit of both, I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, it's your favourite segment, Shit Dad Sports Moment of the Week, spoken about by someone who knows nothing about sport, aka me.
Yeah.
We wanted to we could not talk about the Australian Open that just finished all of the finals over the weekend. It was a drama-packed Australian Open. We saw, obviously, Dylan Alcott in the finals, but unfortunately just get pipped to the post there. Obviously, Ash Barty winning for the women's, which is fantastic. And then, obviously, old mate Rafa coming in from 2 sets down and a break point to win in 5 sets. That game,
emphasis on the old.
Aging Rafa. No, he's absolutely incredible. So, you know, the whole Novak anti-jab deportation issue aside, I think it was, you know, a fantastic kind of Australian Open, and especially for the fact that old mate Salty Medvedev always blowing up, and I just heard from the guys blowing up at ball boys as well, which is just not on.
He's an absolute ball boy himself.
Yep.
Ball bag.
Oh, tell you, he's just got one of those faces too.
I know, right?
Just dislike.
And you know what annoyed me the most, I think, was the whole Special K, whatever it was, like the two biggest flops in tennis have actually made people care about doubles again.
Yeah.
And you're like, the two other Aussies, the other Aussie pair that were in the final with them got absolutely no coverage whatsoever, and they were like in a Grand Slam final with these two crazy cats.
Well, they would have been professional doubles players their whole careers, and then the other fellas just come in last minute and have a bit of fun and win. Pretty funny.
What were you saying before?
Oh yeah,
Kokonakis
apparently played the entire final wearing a $40 pair of Cotton On shorts.
That isn't an advertisement for Cotton On. I don't know what it is.
They should be making the most of that.
Win a Grand Slam with our new $40 shorts.
And then obviously footy season is coming up, which, you know, like I'm pumped about. Am I? Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Well, there's two Griffin dads who are.
What teams are we following this year, boys?
It's too early for Dolphins, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, is that next year?
That's next year.
Okay, next year I'm going for Dolphins.
Good.
This year,
start fresh.
I guess Broncos, but
Still the Broncos.
are they still expected to be rubbish?
It's hard to say. Like, I mean, they got some pretty good buys.
Same as last year. They've got a good team on paper, don't they?
Look, it's like a lot of them. You know, like for years, so many teams have been like, you look at them, you're like, shit, that's perfect. But then don't gel, or they just don't, whatever. You know, I think the Broncos. I'm not a Broncos fan, but I think they'll go okay again. As I said, with Reynolds as that leader, if he can stay healthy, he'll lead them around. He'll lead them around that park, and that's what they have lacked.
Top 8, calling it.
Calling it 8.
Wow.
I reckon there'll be a couple of the Queensland. So I'm a Titans fan.
Put my reputation on it. What are you? What are you, Cowboys?
No, I'm a Titans fan.
Oh, that's right.
Titans
The
fan.
other shit Queensland team.
Just because we like to party.
GC style, baby.
Yeah, boys, you go and get paid much, but you get paid a couple of bags. But look, and again, same
White line
thing.
fever.
So, there'll plenty of them have it. Hopefully they go all right too. It'd be good to see these Queensland teams still stick it to those Sydney clubs. You know, like Melbourne's an extension of Queensland. Mm-hmm. We know that. But, whatever it is, being a Queenslander, anytime, like when it comes to finals, I don't care. Unless you're playing Titans, if you're Broncos, whatever. Queensland team's in it, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair play. Love it. And who wins Origin this year?
You just got to go with your heart with Queensland.
Yeah, it's got to be Queensland.
Even though your head's sometimes not there.
I'm not putting my reputation on that.
No. Yeah.
All right, let's get into a bit of this bad, boys.
Shit dad moment of the week. I love these that you're pulling out on us. Oh.
It's shit dad moment of the week. And it's this one shit dad moment of the holiday. So thanks heaps to Better Accounting. He's letting us use their office space. We can't thank them enough. So if you want some dad jokes and some good accountants, some very, very good accountants, get into Better Accounting at Hendra. I've got two shit dad. I can't even look at you.
I'm crying.
Wait. All right. Sorry. Yeah. So I got two this holiday. I saved up, but I've got my two best ones. First one is you heard in the intro about not leaving your kids alone outside. Reason was I was helping my teacher wife contact books for our kids, but she's a teacher. Anyway, helping her contact books against my will, and this was perfect because it happened while it was against my will, and I was sitting inside contacting books. Next thing, the middle boy runs up to the door and goes, "Hey, come out here." I'm like, "No, we're busy." And he goes, No, one's on the roof. And I was like, nah, bullshit. I've walked out and gone, holy shit. He's like fully up on our second story roof. He'd climbed up on the rock wall, then the pergola, then the shed, then the pergola, then up onto the tile roof. And I was like, oh my God, he's stuck up there. And I couldn't talk him down because he'd just literally fall. And I was like, oh, well, he can't come back the way he's come because he was shitting himself, too scared. He decided he wanted to knock on the outside of Two's window up on the second story.
Is that how he knew he was in there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So then...
I thought this was a stage photo, just for the shits and giggles.
And I don't have a ladder. So I had to climb up the fence, up onto the pergola, and then up onto the roof. And I'm sitting there going, I'm shitting myself because I don't know how to get them down either. And I've almost slid out of two tiles. Anyway, shit dad moment of the week. I dropped him down to the wife who was beneath catching. So he was safe, but yeah, don't leave your kids outside if they're climbers. Yeah. Second one was, this was my dad rage coming out at its finest. We got one of those mining mountains for the kids a couple of years ago, so it's banged up and wrecked, and they use it to climb on shit. So it's cooked beyond recognition. And they decided they wanted to play with it for the first time in like 2 years. So I was sitting in the background going, "Oh, this isn't going to end well." So believe it or not, 5 minutes, the tantrums began, and I was like, "It's not going to work. It's broken. You broke it. That's it. I can't fix it because it's snapped. What do you want me to do?" And he goes, and then the meltdowns began, and I was just like, the tip of my iceberg. So everything had compounded throughout that day, and the tip of my iceberg was the third meltdown. I've grabbed it. It was going to the bin anyway. I've grabbed it, carried it downstairs in a massive huff. The kids stayed upstairs, thankfully, because I took it out the front and took to it with a hammer and chucked it in the green bin. They stayed upstairs playing with something else, but they were pissed off.
You let out some of that rage then.
Yeah, the dad rage, and then I went back underwater so the iceberg disappeared again. So
nice.
How was it?
That was a shit dad moment.
But how was it going absolutely munter on that.
Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, I need to take up boxing because that was like rage let go. It was good.
Oh,
Wow.
Like, it was going to the bin anyway.
Yeah,
Let me reiterate that. I didn't just take one of their perfectly well working toys and rip the shit out of it.
All right. Well, I've got one that we had over Christmas, so I might just play you a little bit of a video and a sound clip. For context, there's this kind of possessed Christmas toy that exists at the in-laws. About 2 years ago when we were down there, we found it and it scared the absolute shit out of my daughter. And so we found it again when we were down there this time, and I said, let's scare the shit out of my son. And safe to say it definitely worked. Check this out.
Horrifying. Far out.
So
That scared me.
That's like a 30-year-old reindeer robot that's probably seen better days. Safe to say it made my son cry.
Your daughter looked happy with it.
She's come around. She likes it now, but yeah, scares the little ones.
yeah, I can imagine. I'm 30-something and I'm going to be having nightmares tonight. Thanks, mate.
Chucky the reindeer.
No, yeah, it's good. All right, I've got 2 quick ones. Lots of time on the holidays. Out back doing some painting with the daughter. Dog got up in my grill. Decided to just get it out of the way, shoo it away. Had a paintbrush in my hand, little one, and painted the dog.
Yeah, good.
2.5-year-old thought this was awesome and just took to the lucky this dog was tolerant. She just sat there and sculpted it. And just next minute, my brown and white dog was rainbow.
How good is that?
So, yeah, should like teaching your daughter to paint your dog.
How good.
Yep. So that one.
That's shitdaddery at its finest.
Other one was Little Handy Helper. As I said, been elbows deep in patching and painting and left some screwdrivers out. I hear this, I help, Daddy. I help. From the baby's room, in the bathroom. Yeah, okay, sure, sweetie. Yeah, yep, fob it off. Next minute I walk in, there is a screwdriver in her hand and she is scratching the absolute shit out of the baby table.
At least it wasn't the car, I guess.
No, geez, no, never in the garage.
Wow.
But I was just like, oh, man, awesome. Thanks for helping, sweetie.
Yeah.
All job for Dad.
Wow. Glad the dad rage didn't come out there.
No. It was early in the morning and I had my coffee. So I was
how good.
I was good.
Does that wrap up Shit Dad moment of the week?
I think so.
Shit Dad moment of the week.
I'm going to laugh at that every single day.
We're gonna need to edit every time of us laughing.
Nah, it's raw.
All right, boys. All right, listeners. Let's keep an eye out for our Shit Dad Pod shirts coming out soon. March, boys. We're getting in thanks to our Smashing Fibres. How awesome is this going to be? Seeing a bunch of dads out there rocking our straw hat, a Shit Dad logo, and those New Balance shoes.
Oh, yeah. The comfort. How good is it?
We've got our brand new logo and mascot ready to go on those shirts.
Oh, I can't wait to see the socials over the next few months. So much better.
We have to say, like, we're not even talking them up at the moment, but those Smashing Fibre shirts we've got with our logos on them at the moment.
So,
I'm not a tank top guy. I said I don't have the guns, but I actually rock it because it's so comfy.
Yeah.
And obviously it's getting our Shit Dad name out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we've got that black one on, the looks, you know, everyone's like, I've got to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. And you guys will look good in it too.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Get on it, guys. Come in March.
Right, how good is that? So we're coming towards the end of our 24th episode and the first episode of 2022. But first, what I need from my fellow co-hosts is my goal for smashing goals with Smashing Fibres.
I was thinking about running. Are you okay to run or is your body too broken?
I can't run yet because I'm currently injured. My ankle's cooked.
What about swimming?
Yep.
You swim?
Yep.
Ocean swim?
Yeah. Okay.
I see where you're going.
You make it whatever you want.
No, I see. I think I see where you're going.
Well, there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Swim to New Zealand. Oh, no? Not like that? Okay.
Should we challenge ourselves to do some kind of small version of a triathlon, a leg each?
Yep. I'm up for it.
You ride a bike, though?
I can, but I don't have a bike that's going to be good for a leg like that.
I'll go on. I got a road bike.
Can I borrow your lycra?
Yeah.
You wash your lycra, everyone?
I'll wash it more than my barbecue and my air fryer.
Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Yeah. Okay.
Well, why don't we'll go away. We'll have a look at what tries there are.
Yep.
None of them like the noosa ones, like the crazy big ones, but whatever smaller versions there are.
Sprint version.
Yeah. Give it a crack.
Yep.
A leg each.
Well,
Done.
we're jumping that one as a team one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what about this? Obviously, because you're going to have to get in that swim. Sign up to a pool. There's a couple of pools near us.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there.
Already a member at the North Lakes one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Make it the thing, like, as I said, that consistency.
Done.
Twice a week. Whatever. Get those ticks. What do you reckon?
2 swims a week. I can do that. Done. All right.
Happy?
There we go.
Yep. Leave it with us. Sweet. Let's smash some goals for smashing fibres. I like that. So what's my time frame by the baby time as well? Do I need 20 swims?
Yeah, well, we go the ticks. Yep.
20 ticks.
20 ticks.
Done. Okay, cool.
Happy with that, Cam?
Yeah.
Or make it harder for him?
No.
Is there a minimum that I have to swim? A kilometre, we'll call it a K?
Yeah, well, and that's
At
it too.
least a
Like
K?
a good session. Like, I mean, keep challenging yourself too.
Yeah.
Like, you go there first time. If you go, I'm doing 30 minutes in the pool.
Yeah.
If you can remember to like, I can't. I would never be able to remember how many laps I've done in for that long.
not
But
too bad.
Cast your mind back to our old squad days.
Yeah.
How far we used
I
to
got age champion one time, okay? I can swim. Yeah, boy can swim.
I was never in the pool.
30 years ago.
I sink.
Very good. All right, so please leave us a review wherever you listen or on our socials to keep the shitdaddery going. Let us know what you want to hear. We'd love to hear from you. Follow Shitdad Pod on Instagram, Shitdad Podcast with shit without the I on Facebook, or email us at shitdadpod@gmail.com. Actually, this week's homework, we've just come up on YouTube. We've started our YouTube channel. So this week's homework for anyone listening, please flick over to YouTube now. Like now. Subscribe to our page and like our first 24 videos. You don't even have to listen to them. Actually, don't listen to them because you've hopefully listened to all the podcasts so far. But if you can give them a quick like, but at least subscribe to our page, and that's going to go a long way in helping us continue that shitdaddery. But until next time, keep listening to the pod, working on your dad bod, and playing with your rod. See you next week for the kids.